ya siasa. Kenya oye. And I want to be very direct and specific. One, for avoidance of doubt. Just for avoidance of doubt. I know you all know we left government long time ago. And associated with the Wheelbarrow party, the UDA. Kwa sababu hivi hata naona hata wenye Wheelbarrow wenyewe wataitoka waiwache. The second thing I want to sikizane tafadhali, because I want to be very direct. The second thing, mimi kama NDINDI na wafuasi wangu kutoka leo nimeingia chama inaitwa People's Party of Kenya. Jambo la tatu tuendelee vizuri. The third thing, I am glad that the membership of the People's Party of Kenya wamenipea nafasi na wakanieleza tukifanya mambo ambayo tunafanya kwenda mbele. Wameniuliza kwa sasa tuongoze hiyo maneno. Na mimi nimeitikia hiyo mwito. The third thing, as all the membership of the People's Party of Kenya, we have today joined the opposition. The other point I want to request the Kenyan people. Unasikizana? Ukiangalia viongozi wale watapeleka Kenya mbele from next year. I also ask humbly the people of Kenya. Muangalie pia People's Party. Pia wao wako na viongozi wanaweza shikana mkono na wengine na tukoboe Kenya August of next year. I also want to say this. I have taken time to consult almost all the opposition leaders. I have sat down with Peter Munya. I have sat down with Honorable Mother Karua. I have sat down with Honorable James Orengo. You know, my brother Sifuna is my brother. I have sat down with Honorable His Excellency GACHAGUA. I have consulted even many others I could have forgotten. In fact, I want to confirm to you, I have had almost a near-long consultation with most of them, including almost for a whole year, Honorable Dr. Fred Matiang'i. And therefore, I want to say this. In all the people's tours, that is the People's Party tours, all the aspirants of the opposition are invited. Anytime. Wewe kama unatoka chama ambayo ni ya kukopoa Kenya next year, iko katika chama yote ambayo inasema hii serikali imedhulumu wa Kenya ya kutosha, na kwa sababu ya hiyo tamu yao ni moja peke yake. Ukisikia People's Party iko kwenu, unakuja tunakupea nafasi because we are all brothers and sisters. Na tutaangazia sana mambo ya kutrain aspirants katika People's Party. Aspirants wote wanasimama katika diwani or MCAs, wale wanasimama katika MPs na zinginezo. I'll be at the forefront of offering them advice and mentorship and trainings, so that as we recalibrate our country even up here, we also have credible leaders in our wards, in our constituencies, and in our counties. So I am for one united Kenya. All Kenyans, we cannot leave you behind. I'll be going across Kenya to many areas. Haswa, mimi nitaenda Uasin Gishu County, na nitaenda Nandi County, nitaenda Bomet County, nitaenda Elgeyo Marakwet, nitaenda Kericho. Munanitazama nyinyi wazazi wangu, kaka zangu, dada zangu. Mimi ni kijana yenu. Unajua kazi nilifanya tukisaidia hata rais mwenye amekalia kiti. Na mkaniambia mimi ni kijana yenu. Nitakuja kuwaeleza kwa nini after tumefanya hiyo kazi yote, kwa nini tunaenda kidogo tu, Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua anarushwa nje. Tunaendelea kidogo tete Nyoro nje. Tunaenda kiasi Mheshimiwa Mohamed wa kule Pwani. Hayo mambo yote nitakuja kuwaeleza, kwa sababu tukifanya hii jambo lazima tusikizane, na nataka niwaeleze kwa kinaga ubaga, because even you are our brothers and sisters. Tukikomboa Kenya tunawahitaji, na nimetaja hizo counties kwa sababu wako kwa roho yangu sana, na niko na jambo ya kuwaeleza. Niko na jambo hapa ya kuwaeleza. Tushikane mikono wote na hizo kaunti zote, kwenda Pwani, kwenda North Eastern, kwenda Nyanza, Mount Kenya region, zote hata zile sitataja, tushikane mkono tukomboe Kenya. Na hayo mengi, asanteni sana. Na sasa mtaniruhusu tuketi tafadhali. Mtaniruhusu sasa niite ndugu yangu Senator James Orengo atusalimie.
Thank you very much. I shall say the party leader of the People's Party. And my brothers who are in the political class, particularly Senior Council of Kombo Wigeni and the Member of Parliament from NDINDI. We have been working together. We have been working together in Linda Mwananchi. I must say, if I had a choice, I'd have asked Mheshimiwa NDINDI to keep on talking. Keep on talking, because of many politicians that I've known in this country, and I know pretty many politicians in this country who are living and those who have passed on, because I've had the privilege of being in most of the parliaments and served with great Kenyan statesmen. And I consider my brother and my younger brother or son, NDINDI, to be one of the greatest political minds we have in the country today. Why am I saying this? Sometimes it's easier to talk about what is wrong, but it is more difficult to talk about how to fix it. And I have followed Mheshimiwa NDINDI in his political life, because most of the time when I listen to his story and what he has to say is about fixing Kenya, unlike many other politicians. And most of his speeches are not made for funerals, are speeches who are made for great events like today. I want to remind you that when ideas are right, then it doesn't matter where the idea is coming from or the age of that person who is bringing those big ideas. In late 19th, I think 18th century, There was a young man called Pitt the Younger. He became a British Prime Minister when he was 23 years old. And most that you see how the British government is run began in the years of Pitt the Younger. And I believe that Honorable NDINDI, if he is in the right position, right at the center of this nation's governance, will get a lot of things right. And I look forward to working with you. We have been working before, but now as leader of a political party, and me as a party leader of Linda Mwananchi, our work begins now, and I think we are going to sit together. But he has talked about many of the crucial things that are facing our nation. I agree with you on the question of the power deficit. There's a nation to the northern part of Kenya, Ethiopia. Ethiopia is moving a lot faster in manufacturing and even expanding the economy because the power generation is much higher than Kenya. You imagine in Kenya, if you had an electric train and you took a train from Mombasa, the most likely thing is that by the time you get to Voi, there'll be a power cutout and you'll be out there in the wilderness. So I agree with you with a lot of the things that you say. But I believe that Kenya needs a proper foundation, and that foundation is already been laid in the Kenyan Constitution. If you have a leadership that is prepared to abide by the Kenyan Constitution, particularly Article 19, which says at the center of Kenya's democratic system is a Bill of Rights, I think we can make Kenya a better place. And you would not have a Kenya as put by the party leader of People's Party, that you would have a leader giving the kind of money that I see being given out at State House every other day. Even if you are Elon Musk, you cannot be given that kind of money without being asked where you have gotten that money. I think Kenyans, we are in a position now without fear to ask President Ruto where he is getting all this money. It is your money. It's not his money. It is our money. And that is why when we talk about state capture, sometimes we talk about cartels or companies owning a nation. But in Kenya, we have a situation where one man has captured the state and captured the country. Even Mobutu never did that. So we must have a sense of national outrage, because we may not at this rate have a nation called Kenya by the time we get to the year 2028. And solving the problem does not begin with elections. Solving the problem begins with making Kasongo's life very difficult now, not next year. Amaniaje? Tuko pamoja? And when you say one term, it's a single solution, it's a simple bullet. Now, finally, because you know there are other leaders to speak here. When you are electing a president, and I want to share this from the bottom of my heart. Next time you go and elect a president, you are not electing a president for a region. You are not electing a president for a tribe. You are electing a president for the Republic of Kenya. Keep that in mind. And if you keep that in mind, Kenya will be in a better place than we ever have been. I think when we elected President Kibaki, I think the first time when we elected a president directly, that there was some thought about whom we were electing, I think is when we were electing President Kibaki. as the President of the Republic of Kenya. We wanted somebody who can bring lasting and enduring solution to Kenya, not to a region in Kenya. So, the big business that we have moving forward, and as we work together as a opposition in trying to bring a solution, even us as political parties and political movements, we must remember that the next time we elect a president, he must be the president of the Republic of Kenya, so that ethnicity and tribalism does not become a constant problem in this country. I pray that together we can walk this journey and make Kenya a great nation for all of us, instead of having a nation that serves the whims and privileges and interests of one person. I can tell you that all what Mheshimiwa NDINDI has talked about, and I look at the economy and the social pillars that he has talked about, it is doable. In the manufacturing sector, it is doable. When a great Frenchman went to England in the 18th century, he said England was a nation of shopkeepers. Within 80 years, England was the biggest manufacturing country and industrial country, the biggest in Europe. I think Kenya, if we can do all that NYORO has offered us, especially the solution that he has put on the table, Kenya can indeed become a manufacturing nation with an economy that is not made for a few. Like James Kariku said, is an economy that had 7 millionaires and 7 poor Kenyans. Where it is possible to have a Kenya in which we can provide for everybody's need, and that can be done. So I pray, let's walk this journey together, and I know Mheshimiwa NDINDI, we are going to work together. I can say that. So asanteni sana, is a great evening, and you should keep on talking. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senior Governor James Orengo. Sasa mtaniruhusu nitaita Senator wa Nyamira County, Senior Council Okongo Omogeni. Karibu sana.
Wageni wa Ndindi Nyoro, watu wa Wanta, mjambo. Nawezekana mwezekani. Asante sana. Kwanza mimi nachukua fursa hii kwa niaba yangu na kwa niaba ya watu wa Nyamira kutoa hongera zangu kwa Mheshimiwa Ndindi Nyoro kwa ile hatua ambayo amechukua hii leo kuungana na wale ambao katika kongamano ya upinzani ambayo wanataka kumuondoa mamlakani kupitia katiba tuliyopata na kupitia ile kura tutapiga mwaka ujao, huyo mtu ambaye anaitwa Mheshimiwa William Ruto. Wanja yawezekana mwezekani. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Ndindi, leo ni furaha sana. Mimi ni kati ya wale wa Kenya ambao walikuwa wanajaribu kuketi naangalia fikra za Mheshimiwa William Ruto, yale maoni yake kuendesha Kenya mbele, na vile mimi nakufahamu wewe na nilikuwa nasema wewe na Ruto ni maji na mafuta. Kwa hiyo nafurahi sana leo kwamba umeondoka na mimi nakuunga mkono katika safari ya kuunda chama cha People's Party of Kenya. Tunakukaribisha katika ukumbi wa pinzani. Pili, mimi nimefika hapa sio kwa niaba yangu peke yangu, lakini pia nimekuja kama senator ambaye anamwakilisha mheshimiwa ambaye pia katika wale wanaotaka kumwona Mheshimiwa Ruto akiondolewa mamlakani. Nimepewa salamu nikuletee na kiongozi wa chama cha Jubilee Mheshimiwa Dr. Fred Okengo. Aliniambia nikifika hapa nikupe kubeba salamu zake na nikuhakikishie kwamba hii safari ambayo umeanza hivi leo anaungana nawe na mtatembea pamoja. Na kama wakili mimi nakubaliana nawe kwamba ikiwa tunataka kukomboa taifa letu la Kenya, mpaka tufikirie vile tunashughulikia wale ambao wanapewa nyadhifa za uongozi lakini wanachukua nafasi hiyo kunyakua mali ya Wakenya. Na sisi hatutakuwa taifa la kwanza. Mheshimiwa Rengo anajua hii nchi ambayo umetaja ya South Korea imemfunga rais wakishatoka mamlakani. Sasa ishawafunga rais wa zamani wakishatoka mamlakani. Ukitembea kule Brazil washafunga rais akitoka kule mamlakani. Mimi najua katiba ya Kenya kipengele 240 inasema kwamba rais ule aliyeko ofisini kwa sasa hivi Mheshimiwa William Ruto, yeye ndio mwenyekiti wa National Security Council, na inasema pale kwa katiba kwamba yeye ndiye ana supervise all the police entities. Sasa tukiona jana, wiki iliyopita na siku zingine kwamba maaskari kule Keumbu, Mheshimiwa Rengo, askari wenyewe ndio walikuwa wanasimamia wahuni wakiapiga wale watu waliokuwa wakija Kisii kutoka ile timu ya Linda Mwananchi. Sasa mimi nauliza Ruto, una supervise nini wewe? Una supervise nini? Kwa sababu yeye ndio chairman, katiba inasema yeye ndio chairman. Kusupervise inamaanisha usimamie. Sasa yeye anasimamia polisi kuwa wahuni wakuja kupiga wanasiasa wengine. Kwa hivyo nakubaliana na wewe Mheshimiwa NDINDI kwamba acha tufungue chapter mpya katika siasa ya Kenya. Nimefurahia kwamba umezungumza maneno ambayo yanatafuta kuleta suluhisho kwa yale matatizo ambao Kenya wanayapitia. Mimi sasa hivi nina pastor rafiki yangu ambaye ameenda kule ng'ambo India kwa matibabu, na tuko katika ile group ya WhatsApp kumchangia ili aweze kupata matibabu kule India. Nafurahi kwamba ikiwa sisi tutaungana pamoja, tutasuluhisha kuwasaidia Wakenya ambao wanatafuta matibabu waweze kutibiwa katika nchi yao. Itakuwa jambo la maana sana katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Kwa hivyo karibu tuendelee mazungumzo, tuungane pamoja. Wanasema moja ni nguvu. Kwa hivyo tukiwa pamoja, one town will be ready.
Asante sana Senior Counsel. Kuna mawakili wawili hapa mashuhuri. So ukifanya jambo hapa mawakili wako hapa. Hata usipolipa bill wataona ni azi. Sasa wacha niite kaka yangu, my brother from Taita Taveta, Mheshimiwa Dan Mwashako.
Good evening. Party leader, People's Party, Senior Counsel, James Aguirengo, Senior Counsel Mogeni na waliko wote. Mimi nitakuwa na maneno machache. Kwanza nichukue nafasi kumpongeza kakaangu, ndugu yangu NYORO. Unajua kama watu wa Kenya nimengoja sana tangazo hili. Ni wangapi wamengoja tangazo hili sana? Tumengoja sana. Wakenya nina uhakika wanaotazama leo, nafikiri leo basi watakuwa na furaha. Mheshimiwa NYORO, to congratulate you for the bold move you've taken. If you guys remember, there's a gentleman called Mahatma Gandhi. Many years ago, spoke about 7 social sins. Mojawapo ya dhambi za jamii alizoongea ni siasa bila kufuata kanuni. Others say politics without principles. Kenya yetu hii, kile ambacho kimetuumiza sana ni viongozi kuuliza viti, lakini moyo wao wanaangalia manufaa yao. They ask what will benefit me and not what is right for the people. That is where our tragedy as a country has been. Mheshimiwa Ndindi Nyoro, I have an advantage and opportunity to work with you. I have many friends in Parliament, but they chose to invite me to this function. He's been my chair in the Budget Committee. I've served with him until this current government hounded him out of office. We could not believe, because some of us saw a leader in him as the chair of Budget Committee in Parliament. I was elected in Parliament with him the first time. So second term, so I've had other chairs before him. So I've served the Budget Committee for the last 9 years. Ndindi, we still remember the things he fought for as a chair Budget Committee. Ndindi, we still remember the things he fought for. I want to say here and now that sometimes people talk about employment of teachers. It is this gentleman who is seated here today who fought for the budget of employing teachers in this country. This guy. So yes, people talk about, yes, credit goes to other officers. But I want to say here and now that Ndindi Nyoro played a big role in employment of teachers and many other things we did. I remember how you vividly spoke about against securitization. Ndindi, the things he spoke here today, he's not starting to speak about them today. You have spoken about them in Parliament, you've spoken about them in committees, and I know that deep inside your heart, you mean what you say. By the way, Mahatma Gandhi, Mahatma was not his original name. He was given that name by the people of India because of his soul. Mahatma basically means great soul. So you can imagine, because of his character, people gave him a name. I look forward, one day in this country, we'll have a leader, a president, that people will change his name, so that then we can have elected a leader who we can define his character. A character of integrity, character of service, character of accountability. My brother, we are both alumni of Kenyatta University. You did economics like myself. But this gentleman, I went ahead to do two masters in economics. He went ahead to do short courses in Harvard and other universities abroad. My brother, last year when he was finishing his second 2 masters in economics, I was doing masters in strategy of public policy. And we used to compare notes. There are many things that we've shared with Ndindi Nyoro. And I want to submit this evening that Kenya, if you thought Kenya does not have leaders who can make a difference, leaders who will change this country, look no further. We have one in this room. Let me finish by bringing greetings of my party leader. When I was coming here and informed my party leader that I'll be here, I've been elected twice as a member of parliament and a Wiper Patriotic Front. So I received greetings from my party leader, His Excellency, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Please receive the greetings of Dr. Kalonzo Musyoka. And it's the one who told me that you consulted him. And I want to believe that Kenya is on the right path. I subscribed to Linda Mwananchi. Yesterday, we were beaten thoroughly at Homa Bay. It was a sad day for Kenya. And I'm sure most of you watched what happened in Homa Bay. All meaning Kenyans, well-meaning Kenyans must condemn what happened in Homa Bay. We must build a country that, as my senior counsel says, that obeys the rule of law, that believes in constitutionalism, that believes that every Kenyan has a right to assemble, has a right to associate with any party. And that's why when I come here and sit close to the party leader of People's Party, it is a democratic right. I associate with the leader of Mwananchi because I believe in the ideals of what the alternative government offers this country. And that's why I subscribe to the ideology of one term. One term. I want to finish by saying this. You are not alone in this fight. Those of you who are looking forward to a vision, don't look forward to a vision 2060. Don't look forward to beyond 2030. We don't need a document. We need good leaders. We need good leaders. Documents like Vision 2030, no one follows them. People do their own things. Ndindi has elaborated here. So we don't need a document. We just need good leaders, leaders of integrity, accountability, and rule of law. And this country will be transformed. Thank you. And have a nice night.
Before I call Bishop to also say something and close with a word of prayer, I'll close with, I mentioned some counties, and I want to I was rushing because of time. But now that my brothers have gotten a chance, let me elaborate to the great Kenyans watching us from Uasin Gishu County, from Nandi County,